just pondering on how this whole world is just like one big rat race, and everybody's out here playing the game of hierarchy. Like, we're just existing to feel useful. Imagine you have your basic amenities, you have shelter, you have food to eat, and then you have like the company of your family if you choose to have a family. You're set. Once you have your basic amenities of food and shelter, every other thing is secondary. But then in comes the human factor, and then we create scarcity. We're living in a world where those basic amenities are scarce. So now you have to go out and labor to be able to afford your basic amenities. Now labor has gone from affording your basic amenities to feeling useful. This usefulness that comes from labor, like you have to go to school, you have to learn how to read and write so that you could go into the job market and find a job. You have to like gather all this knowledge and experience, and then these things give us a sense of purpose. When you're doing all these things, it makes you feel useful. It makes you feel like you're moving forward in life. Are we really moving forward in life, or is this just an illusion of growth, of expansion? Now we don't even have time to sit and ponder about ourselves, to know ourselves. Instead, we're just out there like laboring to just move to the next stage. For knowing that it's self-based on everybody else. What your work tells you is who you are. What your religious society tells you is who you are. We're now like mixing and matching. Like, it's like herd mentality. Everybody is this monolith. Everybody is picking back off another person's personality. Everybody is picking back off a group and like identifying with groups, identifying with like label. There's no more individuality. Everybody's trying to fit in the box, basically. From the time we're born, they put us in school to start competing, to start like moving up. School gives you this sense of moving up. You start from like kindergarten and you keep moving. Then you finish like primary school, you finish secondary school, you go to university, you finish university, you come out of university, now you go back looking for a job. So it gives us this sense of like moving forward. But we're really moving forward though. I have to make my mark, I have to leave a legacy, I have to be a legend. That's like the theme. It's still that sense of being useful. Everybody wants to be useful to somebody or something. Nobody just wants to come here and just exist and die. It's almost like we've been made to see that as waste of space. Like, you can't just come here and exist and then go. Like, you have to do something. We're all just doing and doing and doing, and instead of just being. At times like this, I actually envy the monks, because they can just sit in their monasteries and just be. And yeah, I know like you can't sustain life if everybody is just being and not doing. But has doing gotten out of hand? Because now it seems like that's how we're like existing. Like, most people are out here trying to be of service to people, trying to save the world, trying to save their neighbor. I want to make an impact. Deep down, a lot of people are just doing that because it makes them feel good, it makes them look good, it makes them feel useful, it makes them feel like, okay, their existence is valid. I really get that. But also understand that there are people here who that's their mission. It's not for everybody. Like, there are people who exist to be of service to the human race. That's what they're supposed to do. And for people like that, I've come to realize that it's not something that is tied to usefulness. It's even something they can help. And most times it's not even something that they have to go out of their way to accomplish. It's something that just comes to them, that just happens. Even if they're just sitting down somewhere, it's something that, invariably just like happens. Being of service to others is not something you have to suffer for. Like, I think a lot of people are playing nail to the cross sacrifice program of suffering and martyrdom. But it's really interesting though how at the end of the day, maybe we're just fooling ourselves here. It's really interesting.